I don't want to say that. That's not, I know, 1979.
2008.
1982.
2007.
1992.
2010.
2003.
2001.
2002.
2002.
1991.
1981.
1980.
Class of 74.
But I was the first graduating class to start at the brand new high school from 7th grade to 12th grade.
Well, then when they opened the high school, it was like nirvana. You'd go there and everything was brand spanking new, and we had a pool. And
Well, my favorite story is of Ted Tedeschi, if you know him.
But I would definitely say, as far as academics goes, Mr. Frank.
One is Meg Gayton. She was my 9th grade English teacher. 9th grade CP English was the hardest class I ever had.
Don Frank, who just retired. I mean, it was not like he was your teacher.
Kate Carl, who was my 8th grade math teacher. She's now my department head.
I love Mrs. Soltis. She was one of my favorite teachers.
One teacher that stands out is Mr. Hackett.
Linda Parasol, who was my 3rd grade teacher, and Bill Crosby, who was my 4th grade teacher.
Ms. Tachek was my science teacher, who actually, when I came back to teach in Sandwich, she was the teacher I replaced, which was really interesting.
My 2nd grade experience is really what made me want to become a teacher. Mrs. Watson, 2nd grade class.
my teacher, Mrs. Stoll, really welcomed me and helped me to bridge that. I don't want to be here, and I really want to come back to school every single day.
I think one of the questions was, why would you come back to Sandwich? And of course, it's the tradition and Blue Night Pride and all that. But the real reason I came back is I forgot to turn my basketball uniform in. So Neil Murphy, I just wanted to let you know I'm here to turn it back in.
It kind of felt like you had the run of the town.
You just felt like you were home.
And you feel also is just you're not going to let people slip through the cracks because you're looking out for them. You might have known them since they were in kindergarten, or you might have known their brother or their sister, so there's all those connections, or even their parents. So people are just looking out for each other and just caring about them succeeding.
I coached field hockey up there. I played field hockey over there. So, I mean, I look out at this and it's just like, you know, it's just heartwarming.
The further I went, the more I realized how special Sandwich was and wanted to come back.
I always wanted to settle back here after college and raise my family here, and my kids went to school here, and now my grandkids are. So
I just loved the feeling of kids going to their town school.
I've been here for a long time. Last year was my 30th year of teaching, so I'm now starting to get kids of kids that I had as students.
Even this 4th of July, coming here to the Wing School fields and all of the events that they have here.
When I was ready to have my first child, I couldn't wait to get back here.
When I think back at my time, particularly at Sandwich High School, I think of like Blue Night Pride and BKP, and even my friends from college will like make fun of me if I say something about Sandwich. They'll be like, BKP!
Amazing people that care a lot and go above and beyond.
It was pretty easy for me to just say, Sandwich is where I feel like I should be.
Now there's a brand new track, there's a new stadium, the baseball field's been updated, the basketball court's got so much going on.
It's awesome. I think it's really important for teachers to see students in another light than just, you know, as an English student.
I believe that it's not what you say or what you teach, but how you make a student feel. I think the big thing is you have teachers who really care.
Teachers, they all want to help, you know?
But then I get to see some of my students that might be more shy in class really take some leadership position in their officer roles.
They need the specials, they need art, they need music, they need library. Sports were like a huge part. I liked academics, I did well in school, but you know, that wasn't the reason I went to school every day.
Everything I had learned in my time at Bridgewater, Sandwich seemed to be doing in the schools now. So I was excited to have the potential to use what I learned in college at a school that was so, you know, 21st century, I guess.
David's been on an IP since preschool, and it's been amazing, the interactions that I've had with all sorts of different people, whether it be OT, special eds, the directors, everybody.
I mean, even with the 7 Cs, we did a Skype lesson with kids at STEM. And what we really hope to do for the students is to give them those skills that they can use in all parts of their life, and not just while they're in school, but at all.
We are still so academically rigorous, and it's getting more and more rigorous, but we have opportunities for kids to still be kids.
Definitely the community. It's a small town, and it's something that I never had before.
The community. The support that you have, the close-knit community.
It builds community outside of the school that reinforces community inside the schools that I don't know how that works in a school that's drawing from all over the place.
But I think a big reason to choose Sandwich today, particularly, you know, in 2017, is our access to technology. I mean, having a STEM academy, that's so beyond what some of my friends from college are teaching in.
It's pretty exciting. The robotics, all that neat stuff that's coming up.
It's a pride thing for me. You grew up with those kids. We're all gonna go to Sandwich High School. We've been playing our whole lives together and do something special up there.
I just feel like I have such a strong connection with the girls because I went to Sandwich, so it's nice to now be the coach, so I can actually use examples of, well, when I was cheering, it was like this, let's make it like this. And it's just, you have everything that you need at your fingertips, and there's so many clubs, there's so, like, sports aren't the only thing anymore that you could get involved in if you're not an athletic type of person. There's stuff in the arts and every single category out there. I feel like there's something, and if there's not, you can start it yourself.
I think Sandwich has a lot to offer. We just need to let people know more about it.
I know at least in my prior AP classes, they score in the top of the state and the top of the world, not just locally.
Times have changed. Not gonna lie about that one. Things are different, but we're prepared for those changes to help kids negotiate that next part of life.
Once you're a student in Sandwich, you're a student for life, so.